Here we have, in mathematics, we have variation. Variation is a relationship between two different letters or variables. They are either direct variation or inverse variation. First of all, we have to know the steps how to find the answer of the question. First, we have to write the formula. Then we find the value of the constant, which is k. And then we substitute the given values to find the question. Okay, we have the first example. Let's see. Here, v is directly proportional to the cube of r plus 1. When r equals 1, v equals 24. Work out the value of v when r equals 2. Here we divide the question into three items. First of all, they give us the general information, and then they specify for a certain value, and then they ask me a certain question. From the first one, we write the formula, and from the second one, we find the value of k, and then we are able to find the v or the unknown letter. Let's see. First, v is directly proportional to r plus 1 raised to the power of 3. That means cube of r plus 1. Then we can make it in an equation with respect to the constant k. v equals k times r plus 1 raised to the power of 3. Then how can we find the value of k? By substituting these two values here, which are substitute r equals 1 and v equals 24. Okay, how? This is done by 24 by putting v equals 24 and r equals 1. So we answer our question here. We solve our example by 24 equals k times 2 raised to the power of 3, which will be 24 equals 8k. By dividing both sides by 8, we get k equals 3. Then we rewrite the formula to be v equals 3 instead of k times r plus 1 raised to the power of 3. So here we can be able to answer this question. When r equals 2, then we substitute here r equals 2. It will be 3, or v equals 3 times 2 instead of r plus 1 raised to the power of 3. And then we can get 3 times 3 cube, which is 3 times 27. And finally, v equals 81. So this is the first type of questions. The second type, inverse proportion, which is in this example. They say y is indirectly or inversely proportional to x plus 2 raised to the power of 2. And they give us two values. When x equals 1, y equals 2. Find y in terms of x. Okay, here we go again. Write the formula. Y is the inversely proportional, which is 1 over x plus 2 squared. So we put k here to be y equals k over x plus 2 raised to the power of 2. And then what? We find k by substituting these two given values here, which x equals 1 when y equals 2. And then we substitute these two values here to be 2 instead of y here and 1 instead of x here. So we will be left with 2 equals k over 3 squared, which will be 2 equals k over 9. By multiplying both sides by 9, we will get k equals 18, and we rewrite the formula again here. This will be y equals 18 instead of k divided by x plus 2 squared. Or we can make this perfect square in a form of x squared plus 4x plus 2. So we'll get y equals 18 over x squared plus 4x plus 2. Thank you.